Hello students, once again I am here. Good morning to all. May God bless each one of you. In my earlier lessons, I have explained about invitation, that is the part of writing skill which comes for 4 marks, and types of invitations, characteristics of formal invitations, format, and the specimen of the same. Today I am here with the second part of invitation, that is informal invitation. Now, let me tell you, informal invitation is written in the form of informal letter. But there are few things we need to take care. Informal means when we write to our friends, our relatives, okay, near and dear ones. That is totally informal. We use informal tone. Now, let's see the features. The first one, like as I told you, like ordinary personal letters. That is totally informal style. Written to friends and relatives. Now, here one thing we have to take note. In formal invitation, I told you, we write formal invitation in third person, whereas informal invitation, we write in first and second person. And the word limit is 50 words. This is all about the features of informal invitation. Let's go to the next slide. Now, here format. Now, format of informal letter, right? Informal letter, if you remember, when you were in primary sections in class 6, you used to write letter to your uncle, thanks for sending a birthday gift to you. So that is like of informal letter. Fine. So here we write sender's address. Please take note, here we do not write receiver's address. Receiver's address are written on an envelope. So here sender's address, date, salutation. Now salutation we have to use informal tone, that is dear or dearest friend, whatever it is. Now the content. Now the content refers to whether it is formal or informal. We have to remember what is main part of the invitation, that is the day, date, right, time and venue of the occasion. So you have to specify for which occasion you are inviting your friend and what is the day, date, time and venue. This is the very important part of the invitation, for which if it is not there, just everything you have written, and if this part is not written, then directly you will have 50% of marks. You will be get deducted. I mean the 50% of marks will be deducted. Now various tense used to suit that sense. In the formal invitation, we have told only simple present tense, fine, and third person. Whereas here, various tense. Now various tense, I give you example. For example, you scored 95% in 12th board and you want to invite your friends. Fine. So how would you begin? You would write, dear friend or dear friends, I passed out. Now here you are using past tense because result is already declared. I passed out my class 12th exams with 95% and I would like to celebrate with you friends and just come for I have arranged a small get together. So here as per the sense you can use various tense. Then towards the end, complimentary clause, that yours lovingly. Here we don't write yours faithfully like formal terminology. Please remember you have to write everything informal. Now here I have given you an example. Okay. Now example is Smith Menon has come out successful in the medical entrance examination. He has decided to throw a party to his friends to celebrate this occasion. Draft an informal invitation. Now, as I told you, sender's address H45 Shanti Niketan, New Delhi, 25th June 2000, whatever it is. Now, dear friend, how very informally, right? I have the pleasure to inform you that I have arranged a small get together at my residence on Sunday, 25th June 2010 at 5 p.m. to celebrate my selection in the medical entrance examination. Please join us and enjoy the company of my family members. Yours lovingly. Got it? Everything is informal. Here I would like to tell you everything comes in one single paragraph. Since I have prepared the PPT, by mistake I think the bullet numbering, the bullet marks, I could not remove it. But please remember you have to write in one single paragraph the content. Fine. Now let's go through. Now you will have, this is one part I have completed, formal and informal invitations. But you have in the same, we reply to formal and informal invitations. So at the same time, we reply as well. Now formal invitations. Normally when we receive formal invitations for wedding and all, normally we don't reply. But at the same time, as I told you, formal invitation also, if you have received invitation as a judge, you are invited as a judge to witness any competitions in some of the school organization, and if due to prior engagement or prior commitment you are not able to go there, then you have to write a reply. In that case, we have to use formal reply, but it is a part of the writing skill, so we have to learn. So now here I have given both, what are the differences in both formal reply and informal reply. The first and foremost is acknowledge the invitation. This comes in both. Acknowledge means we have to thank. Okay, thanks for inviting me. Okay, or thanks for remembering me. Thanks for thinking of me. So first you have to acknowledge the invitation. When you acknowledge, okay, and then in here formal as informal both. As I told you, formal always, even in the reply also you have to use third person, whereas informal you have to use first and second person. Here mention acceptance or regret. Are you accepting the invitation, or you are refusing, or you are regretting? If you are regretting, then please remember you have to specify the reason for refusing. So you specify the reason here, no need to mention any specific reason. You can simply write due to a prior engagement or due to a prior commitment. Here you have to be formal in tone. Here you have to warm and simple language, that is informal. In both the reply, the word limit is 50 words. Fine. Now here I have given one example of acceptance of formal invitations. Now formal, as I told you, you have to write in third person. You see, write a formal reply to Mrs. and Mr. Chawla accepting the invitation to attend the birthday of their son. As usual, only date, right? Everything comes in one single paragraph. See here how to start with the third person. Mrs. and Mr. Manjit Rathore thank Mrs. and Mr. Chawla for inviting them on the occasion of 5th birthday of their son Rahul on Monday 28th of Jan. Okay, at 2019 at Konark Hotel, and inform them that they will be glad to attend the function. Best wishes, Rathores. Rathores refers to Rathores family. Fine. The same way, same example we have taken, and for refusal, how to refuse. This I am not reading, the question is the same, but you have to refuse, or you are regretting. Mrs. and here receiver is different. Mrs. and Mr. M. N. Malviya thank Mrs. and Mr. Chawla for inviting them on the occasion of the 5th birthday of their son Rahul on Monday 28th of Jan 2019 at Konark Hotel. They regret that they will not be able to attend the function due to prior engagement. Best wishes, Malviyas. Clear? Same way, I have written informal reply. Now, informal is written in the first and second person. Now, acceptance. Here, I have not given the question. Directly, I have written the answer. You can understand that you are invited by your friend on his or her 25th birthday, and you are invited to join the celebration. Okay. So, how you are accepting the invitation? Let's see. First, address, sender's address only. Now, formal we have seen, we are not writing any address, right? Only date. About the date here and dear friend. Heartiest congratulations on your 25th birthday. It will give us much pleasure to join you for dinner on Sunday, May 3 at 7 o'clock. Thanks for thinking of us. Yours lovingly, XYZ. Same way, refusal. Same address. Okay, dear friend. Warm regards and heartiest. A little bit you can change here because everything is informal tone. Warm regards and heartiest congratulations on your 25th birthday. However, we are sorry we shall not be able to join you for dinner on Sunday, May 3 at 7 o'clock due to a prior engagement. Thank you very much for your invitation. Yours lovingly, XYZ. So this is all about invitation, formal, informal, its features, format, how to write, and the specimen. So I hope this is clear. You will get the questions on the CBSE website. You can go, writing skills, invitations. So many more questions are given. So please practice at home. And this is very scoring, children. So please go through. All the best. May God bless you all. Thank you.